Okay, guys, I hope you guys are all being blessed. I probably need to probably need to drink some water. Some water. But, okay, I hope you guys can hear me because I'm going to get me some water. Also, hold on for 1 minute, guys. I am so sorry, y'all. But anyway, let me get my water. But I'm thirsty. Okay, guys, back to it again. I hope you guys are all having a pleasant mid-morning. For some odd reason, my spirit have been, and when it gets like this, like it's a lot of people like, God showed me their faces and they think that I don't know what they're doing or whatever, but it's a lot of energies trying to like come off into like they're watching my channel and I can feel it. And they've been doing this for a while. Like it's very sickening, y'all. And I don't know if someone else hit the other people to what to do or whatever. But nevertheless, like before, like 2 months ago, whatever, and 3 months ago, I'll say it, whatever, whenever I had caught the COVID or whatever, and I was gone. Before that, or whatever, people had still been monitoring my YouTube channel. Like, they own it, and they think that this life is for free. It's almost, God told me, it's almost like, but the money that they're getting, it's gonna go up into flames or whatever he told me. And God just had to show me what and who I was dealing with. And I stress this so much on my channel. It's because, this is the reason for why Black people cannot make it anywhere. Because I'm seeing it in plain view sight where you guys already know the tricks and the trades. And nevertheless, like, it's some people that just didn't want, me to be taken total out. So they been throwing little hints and making videos or whatever. And I appreciate the ones that did speak up, but they thought that I didn't know what they have been doing. But what I'm starting to realize is that they're putting money before a human. And it's a lot of Black people, which let me know that you got to be a coward. You can't be about anything in the real world, because if you could sit up there and behind someone's back, take advantage and feel as though you're getting away with something, but doing it silently and secretly behind their back, and you don't have enough integrity or morals, or your standards are so low and you're so low vibrational to the point to where you would take from one individual, and it's thousands and thousands of you guys, You have to be sick. And you haven't just started doing this. This is something that you guys have been doing on the internet, and each one of you guys have learned your lesson. You guys, it's snakes all the way around, and they're in different little, it's narcissistic triangulations, from there to entitlements, from there to high position people that's rich, from there, that's how they became rich. It's a chain gang of theft is what I'm starting to come to the conclusion of. Because if you look at it, and these people have became rich from doing so. They learned their lesson, and they were robbed and they were stolen from. So what they did was they stayed in the game long enough where there were constantly newcomers that didn't know the tricks and the trades of what's going on in the industry, to do from acting, from being actresses. I mean, almost, it was sex, it was money, and all these people put all this stuff before one individual, one human being, and it's sickening. Oh my God, it is sickening. And the more I sat in it or whatever, God is like, oh no, you're going to have to I got to pull you all the way out of it. Because what it have done was, you jumped in there and you started watching things. God didn't tell me what I was going to see when he placed me in there. He didn't tell me what was going to happen, what was going to occur, what I was going to do. He did not tell. He said, you walk by faith and not by sight. He did not tell me what was coming with it, what all types of energy. But Lord, have it been, whoa. And my God, it's some strong demonic energies that are off in the industry, that is completely on the internet. But what's going to occur, guys, because people think that people don't know. Just as well as a person will pay someone to kill you if they're rich or they have money and they don't want to get their hands dirty, but they're still the evil one. Because if you could still pay someone to monetize or troll someone or try to take control over the way someone move, or try to limit them or whatever, but claiming that you're a good person, but you're really not. You're still evil if you're even participating or orchestrating evil deeds. And so what I'm starting to realize is, in this game, or whatever, if these people have money, say for instance they had money, they got money, and they have money to work with. It's people, they are buying views. It's people they have stolen from others to get to where they're at. It's people that, and what they're doing or whatever, you don't know if that's a part of how Mark or these people that are in these high positions, that's how they're accumulating more richness or more money from being crooked. If the system, all of this, I'm starting to look around and see if all of it is crooked and being used for crookedness, and people that are crooked are operating. Who's to say someone didn't go to Mark or go to a person that's sitting in a higher position than where you're at and pay them to be able to move how they're moving? You could have a person that could go to Mark or whatever and say, for instance, Mark could know about all the hacking that's being done, but because his business, he can't stop it because it'll stop his business, because it then got way over over his head now. So it would cause him a loss if he would try to stop it. It's people getting paid to hack other people's information that have great information and that have a lot of major worth money information. They're hacking everything. It's everywhere, and it's on YouTube. They're hacking people's systems, their information for money, and they're stealing it. Just say, for instance, or whatever, another jealous-hearted woman. She knows for a fact that she's sitting there watching your channel. She's taking items from you. She's watching you, for that matter, to even try to come up with a plan or to get some of your rhymes, your lines, your information for her to go and do something. But she's so evil and wicked and jealous-hearted of you. She's not going to come, hey, let me pay you for this, that, and the other. I will steal it from you. But then in turn, I'll take my money and go give it to someone else instead of giving it to this particular person that they're taking from. They're so jealous of you because you have all of this good information and this good stuff that they can use. But instead of doing the right thing, they'll take it from you, but in turn go and give their money to someone else, all because they don't want you to have it, because that's too much like right. That's what they're doing. They're just as well as the system is being corrupted, they are a part of it, guys. And it's people that pay for views. It's people that have sold their souls to become famous, to have recognition. It's people that are stealing from people that's lower than them, taking their information. It's people that's practicing witchcraft. It's people and it's demonic. It's demonic. And woo, it's sickening. I'm starting to, and every time I see just a little bit more for God to let me know, like, you don't want to fall into that trap, because that's the trap that they fell in, and now they're bucking the system or whatever. It happened to them, and now they're doing it to you. They were taken advantage from or stolen from or robbed from, and now they're doing it to you. And it's all on YouTube. It's, everyone is trying to make it somewhere. So in order for them to do that, they're going to have to kill, steal, and destroy to get there. And Satan is orchestrating all of this in these people, and they're not even realizing it. And they're coming trying to pull the wool over your eyes to make you think it's not so, but that's exactly what's occurring. And it is. You're seeing it head on. God is showing you different people and who they are and da-da-da-da-da. You got to get out of the crooked system. And if you're a person that have a platform, you need to know how to be able to operate and move about amongst these demons, because they are taking your fruit from your tree and eating off of it. Your divine tree. And it happened to them, but, the system corrupted so many people, and Satan is orchestrating so many people, and it's being demonically orchestrated and operated, and you got to be careful because it's sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. You're gonna have to pull all the way out. You can, again, as I state, like I stated before, you can because if not, these people are going to continue to eat for free, and they're coming up around you and around your channel to seek out information to plot and stop and jock you, because in a sense or whatever, you're feeling like you're under them when it comes to subscribers and supporters and all of that. But in all actuality or whatever, you're really above them, and you know more knowledge, and you see more, and you have more spiritual giftings, and it's easy for them to take from. But physically it's looking like they're above you, but they're eating your fruit and accumulating more while not giving you anything. So you got to shut the door on it completely. You're starting to see them drop, and these people are hacking systems and all sorts. By all means necessary, it's a crooked system, and they're snaking. They're all around, snakes in your grass and amongst your camp, and just taking. And it's being everywhere because everyone is so hungry, and they choose to put money before their growth, their spiritual growth, and their healing. And so they have to reach and grab and snatch it from somewhere else because they don't have it on their inner spirit to move about on their own. So you got to pull yourself out and go and relocate and set up shop elsewhere, and on another platform or somewhere else where you can build again all over, because now you see and know how it's being operated and what they're doing. You got to take it back and not give at all, because it's leaving you, without, because you're seeing that they're not going to, they're not going to pack fair. They're going to constantly take how they can if you allow it. It's almost like the system is using you for a side piece. It's almost like being in a relationship or whatever, in a broken relationship at that. It's not firm. It's not, and not to say, not to just low rate anything that have to do with the side piece, but the system, YouTube is using you as a side piece, and they're getting more out of the connection than what you are, while feeding and taking care of the wife, the home, the kids, and and you're just being a side piece getting crumbs or whatever, while the system, YouTube system, is using you as a side piece. You got to come from you're not obligated to no one. You're not in a connection with none of these people that are around you. You're not, or whatever. And if they're not, they're going to continue to do it as long as you allow it. If they're not showing any love, then you need to get rid of that. No longer being side pieces. It don't operate like that. You're only a side piece if you allow it. And that's almost how it's being perceived as or whatever, because you're not getting your wish fulfillment fully. You're getting secondhand little bitty poquito, nothing, almost nothing, because the system is bucking and effing, if to be exact. So you got to come out of that broken system. You see what's going on now. You know what they're doing. You can't, and it's going to be sad, almost like you can't help anyone, but you got to pull yourself out. God is saying, pull away and go set up shop elsewhere and build from there, because now you see, and they're not going to stop. They're not going to, because they're money hungry, and it happened to them, and now they're doing it to you. It's almost like when a person is being molested, if they don't get the proper care to be if they don't get the proper care or nurtured back to the right mental state, what happened to them, they will do to someone else. And that's practically what's happening here on this YouTube thing or whatever. Everyone's trying to get somewhere, and so if they have to F you over to get themselves to this designated place or whatever, then that's gonna, that's what will happen. They're not in it to try to help pull their brother or help in no kind of way, because it happened to them and they were taken advantage of. So now they're repeating these same old broken systems. When other newcomers come in, you got to work 20 times harder than what, they had to be, because all of them is now eating off of you. And that's practically what I'm seeing here. And it's broken systems everywhere amongst this YouTube's internet thing or whatever. People could be stealing, lying, cheating, hacking. It's just so much, to the point to where it's a big crooked system. And they are putting money before human beings. So it's sick. It's sick, guys. It's sick. If you have a platform or something that you're orchestrating, you're going to have to, on YouTube, you got to be careful, because it's off. It's off. And they're off. And they're the same people trying to pull the wool over your eyes. You better be careful with how you treat me, and God is here for me. But they was the devil's child while climbing up the ladder. They were Satan himself, stomping, stealing, lying, cheating, scamming, robbing, cutting, stabbing, jugging, hacking, killing, stealing, destroying, to get to where they're at. And so, do you think they're going to help you? They're not. And they didn't realize that you was the seed planter. They should have been planting seed. They should have been dropping seeds. They should have been, because you was the root that was giving out all of this. Your divine fruit that's growing on God's tree, and they're eating from it. I caught the message that there was someone that said it, and I knew, because I see it and I feel it. But yeah, tonight they told me, and once that fruit is in the wrong person's hand, and they're a bad seed planter, and they're a bad, it rottens off and it's starting to rotten out your fruit where, you're, no, you can't continue to let them take it and rotten it, take it and it's because it's not going to grow. It dies off after these certain individuals take from your harvest. So you got to cut it, close the door now. Like no more speaking on your community board, just straight up, just godly mimics or something of that nature, pictures. Let them pray all they want. God is not moving. They already did the witchcraft, the praying your downfall as much as they could. Like, it's really nothing they can do but just move on and wait until they have another person that don't know what's going on to come through, because that's what they have been doing for years. And they're taking from these people, from the poor. God said they're already in trouble anyway, but you got to cut it off or whatever, because it's in God's word what will happen, what's gonna occur, and da 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 da. So you can't be mad about it. You just got to cut it off because it's bad. They're a bad seed, and they're trying to eat off of yours because now they can't manifest. They're not going to be able to manifest without you. So it's their loss. So it was their loss by not supporting you, not coming and doing the right thing. It was their loss by not giving you. It was their loss. It's going to be their loss because it's a lot of people manifesting off of you and you're one person. So cut it off. Cut it off. I don't know how many times you can't. Don't put anything else out. Just mimics. I'm telling you, for the next year or two, because they're monitoring you, they're trolling you, they're, doing whatever they can to do whatever they can. So do what you got to do and take back. And God bless and have a great night.